Hey everybody, this is Ty from Mobile Commons, and I'm going to show you how to A/B test your messaging. So the strategy behind A/B testing can be a bit complex and nuanced, so I definitely recommend looping in your mobile strategist to determine exactly what you want to accomplish. But in this case, I'm just going to give you a brief overview of the functionality. So the first thing you want to do is to create a group of folks you're going to send your message to. So we'll go to the Home tab and then Groups subtab. So we can either use an existing group or make a new group. I'll call this A/B testing. And I have two options. As always, I can either create a group using filters or I can upload a CSV file directly into the system using this template. In this case, I'm just going to choose the filter option. And then here's where I really dig down to determine who I'm going to send the message to. So if I want to send this message ultimately to all of my subscribers, I'm just gonna use this option here. I'll preview it. I've got 361 active subscribers in the system, so this group will be all of those. Alternatively, I can use other filters to sort of dig down into it if I only want to send this message to a certain subset of my subscribers. In this case, I'm going to create a group with everybody. So I'll create that. So once I've created that group, the second thing I do is click A/B test under the group actions menu on the right hand side. And here is where I specify the number of groups I'm creating. So if I'm just going to A/B test, I'll choose 2. If I want to A/B/C test, I'll choose 3, etc. And how many people are going to be in each group. So we recommend about 50 to 100 so that the groups are big enough to give us statistically significant results. In this case, I'll choose 100. And then when I click Create Test Group, the system is going to create 3 groups based on that big group that I created before. It'll create a test A with 100 random profiles, because I specified 100 here. It'll create test B with 100 random profiles, and then it'll create a final group with the remaining number of profiles in the group. So that'll be the group that I send the more successful variation to. So I'll create those test groups. So it takes a second or two. I'll refresh my screen. There they are. Perfect. So then, just like in the usual way, I'll send out one broadcast to test A and one broadcast to test B. So I'll go to my text messaging tab, broadcasts. I've already set up my test broadcast A, so I'll go into there. And then when I'm specifying the recipients, I'll click test A, save and continue, and I'll send that when I'm ready. And then I'll go back to B, and I'll do the same for B. I'm going to send this to B this time. Save and continue, and I'll send that when I'm ready too. And then once I send these, I'm going to pay close attention to the results. So from a strategic perspective, there are 2 basic things you need to have in order to A/B test. The variation that you're testing, so it could be maybe you want to test a slight variation in the tone of your message or the verbiage. The second thing that you need to have is a way to determine the results. So in this case, my message has a link that I want people to click. So when I send this out, I'm going to be paying close attention to how many links are clicked in my variation A versus my B. And then if more links are clicked in B versus A, then I'll know that B is my more successful variation. And then once I have those results, I'll go back and I'll clone my more successful broadcast under the broadcast actions menu. I'll clone that and I'll send it. This time I'll send it to my final group. So the remaining 161 people in the group that haven't gotten the message yet. And I'll save and continue, and I will send that when I'm ready. So again, this is just a basic overview of the functionality in the system. You'll definitely want to loop in your mobile strategist to give you, more specific, more nuanced advice. And you can always email support@mobilecommons.com, and one of us can help you out pretty quickly. Thanks for watching. Let us know if you have any questions.